shirt as I serve my brew. I'm cool with the work I do. Clock ticks in the world.
Hey guys, GrogeGaming here. Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. In today's video, we're going to be pushing up with Hog Rider again. And as you can see, I am 366th in the world, which is pretty crazy. We're going to try and push into top 200 today. And we are only about 50 trophies away, so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we can make it. And the reason for another Hog Rider video is basically because you guys have been requesting it and absolutely loving it. And I did a poll on Twitter where I asked, do you want to see Hog Rider, Golem, Mortar or Three Musketeers? And over 50% of the votes went to Hog Rider, which leads me to believe that you guys are just loving Hog Riders right now. But don't worry, if you're not a huge fan of Hog Rider, I'm going to be bringing different things to the channel very soon because I want to mix it up. We don't want every single video just to be Hog Rider. I think most of you probably do though, let's be honest. No, I'm joking. So let's jump into one or two replays, maybe one, and then we'll try and push up into top 100 hopefully. So start of this game, the archers on both sides are going to come down, and then obviously I was thinking, it kind of looks like a Hog Rider deck as well because of the knight and the archers. But then obviously you can see that he does have the balloon and the giant as well, which is a bit weird. So definitely a bit of a different deck from what I would be normally used to. And his archer got a weird shot onto my archer when the Ice Spirit jumped, but he dropped a giant at the back and we're able to punish him with the Hog Rider and the archer doing massive damage as well there. So the tower is going to go down right about to 389 there, and then we're going to get a nice cannon off to the right. Bit of a panic here. Fireball, Ice Spirit, archers, everything else to take out the balloon, and then the rest of the cannon and the towers can take out the giant. So that was pretty good there. We're ahead on elixir and massively ahead on damage already. So I was really, really happy with how this game went. And if you're in this position here, and I kind of knew I had a little bit of an elixir lead, and I didn't think he had a log because of the kind of deck he was running. So that kind of play was fine, because he used the same elixir as me to defend, so I'm still ahead on elixir. And then I know that he pretty much wants to push this side over here, so I'm going to drop a giant down just to kind of front up my defense to protect any of the archers or anything. And as he's dropped a giant, and he's probably going to drop, yeah, he drops the knight as well, so I'm going to push the right lane and try and get a bit of damage off on that right tower before we go into double elixir time. And then as we know, he's going to come in with the balloon, so that's why I went for that cannon placement. Yeah, so that cannon placement there, I think it's, yeah, 2 tiles away from my arena tower and 2 tiles above the king tower. We were able to take it all out very, very nicely, and we get a hog push going on the right side to put more pressure on him after he's had a failed attack, so that he's probably going to be feeling a bit down right now about how his pushes are going. So, okay, so here's a mistake. I should have put the cannon back where I had it before, the 2-2 plant, but on this side, but for some reason I thought this would work. Obviously it didn't. So this caused me a bit of trouble, and a simple mistake like that, yeah, it's too far up and too far to the left to pull the balloon. So that was a big mistake on my part. But when you get against giant balloon, you want to take out the giant as quickly as possible, then deal with the balloon, or do both at the same time if you can. So this was a bit shaky. We managed to get the Ice Spirit to take out the balloon with the archers. I do feel like we would have been able to take that right tower if he took ours, but we managed to take the win anyway and pretty much dominated the whole of that game. So I don't think you guys really want to sit here and watch replays, so what we're going to do is we're going to go for that push and try my best. Whatever happens, happens. And as you can see, another top player is looking for a match. That is so cool. That's the first time I've seen that today, so let's go. So we are into another game now against, no idea, but he's a level 13, same as me. Bit nervous for this, but let's go. Just going to throw an Ice Spirit up there and see what he does. I don't know if the archer will take it out. No, it gets a jump onto the tower, so that's pretty decent. And we're going to put our archers into the middle, and they're probably both going to take out the knight. And he's not going to get any damage on that left side, so... But I'm definitely thinking that the Hog Rider push could be pretty good here. So let's throw in the Hog Rider and see where we get to. Oops. Come on, archers, walk forward. Oh. So that was really, really bad. Trying to get into the top 200 and I'm making fireball plays like that. Oops. But we're still taking the damage lead, so I'm not too worried about that fireball because I could use an Ice Spirit on the archers anyway. So let's just kind of reset, split the archers down, and it looks like we're running pretty much the exact same deck apart from the mortar. Oh, that's a juicy fireball. This should be pretty good. Yeah, that one goblin absolutely clutched it with that, with that little stab there. So he's probably going to have some kind of rocket. What we are going to do... I don't think he's used his goblins. Okay, so what we want to do is get a knight in front here. And then that is obviously... going to be a great moment to go in. Okay, I don't know if he's locked onto the tower or not. Yeah, he definitely is locked onto the tower there. So we're going to have to fireball. And hopefully that's not going to get any more shots. And then here we go with the hog and the goblins. This should be pretty decent. 1, 2 shots there. And he's going to come in again with the mortar, which is definitely proven to be very irritating for us. But we're going to get the cannon down. And I'll be surprised if the hog doesn't come in as well. So there we go. Okay, this is definitely a very, very tough match, but we're going to come in with the Hog Rider again. See what we can do here. Come on. So he gets a shot on the tower, but it looks like my Hog is going to get a shot as well. Pretty tough. I think he must have a rocket of some kind. So cannon coming in nice and high there, and he doesn't actually. He has a lightning, so he doesn't catch the cannon. And what we're going to do, as he's used the lightning, we're going to go super aggressive. Sorry if I'm not talking too much here. Okay, we're onto the tower. Come on, Hog. So we need 2 more fireballs. I think we should be able to do this maybe. And he's going very, very aggressive. So if he takes out, he might take out my tower. I'm not really sure. Okay, so no, he doesn't take out my tower. Well played, good game. So we almost got the win there. That was really, really tough with the mortar kind of stopping me and the goblins and everything like that. So we're going to jump into another game and see if we can pull off the win. Oh, I know this guy. This guy's very good. I'm pretty sure this guy's good. Whew. So, oh, okay. Oh no. Looks like he might be running some kind of musketeer deck. Really wanted to punish a little bit earlier, but we'll just see what's going to happen. As long as the mini P.E.K.K.A goes down, it should be okay-ish. Pretty tough start. The mini P.E.K.K.A is definitely very, very good against my deck. Golem. He's probably going to have Golem 3 Musketeers or something like that. So we've used the Fireball. Going to be in a bit of trouble here, I feel. Minions over the top or something like that. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. But what we're going to do is just get everything down. Oh, and we stopped that mini P.E.K.K.A. Beautiful stuff. So I thought the mini P.E.K.K.A was going to get a shot, which would do a lot of damage. So he's not going to have it in cycle for when I push. He'll probably have Mega Minion. I didn't really see what small cards he has, but what we're going to do is go in for a Knight Hog Rider push there. Yeah, okay. So we want the tower to still be targeted onto the Knight. So that's why I didn't zap the tower there. And we're going to let that Mega Minion do its thing, because he is going to have a Golem fairly soon, and that's not going to be good for us. We're going to fireball that pump just so he doesn't get the extra juiciness coming from it. I'm not really sure why I said that. But here we go. So let's get that Knight down. Let's get that Ice Spirit down. Let's get another cannon down here and do our best to take out that mini P.E.K.K.A. Yikes. So we're probably going to lose that tower, and then what we're going to have to do is try and get something going over here. So we took an L there. That was really, really tough. Max Golem deck. That guy finished 1,800th. No, 180th in the world last season, so he was always going to be a really tough opponent. Without trying to be too disheartened, let's go again. I think I lost that game right from the start. As soon as he dropped that Elixir Collector, I dropped my archers at the back, and then it didn't really help me to get a high pressure push going on. So another Crucible Wrath player. So this is going to be tough again, because these guys are really good. We're going to wait this time and then go Hog Rider in the opposite lane. As he's dropped a Musketeer, he's probably going to have Tornado, I feel. Is it going to be Tornado? He obviously has a really, really bad starting hand or something like that. So he must have had he definitely must have had a really, really bad starting hand there. And he's just used his goblins. So oh no. Why is it got to be this? So what we need is our goblins. So we're going to let the Musketeer target the Knight, and then let the goblins do a decent bit of work over there. And then we're going to get the archers down here, because we can't really do much else against the Musketeer, and it's still a slightly positive trade there. He's probably going to have the goblins, so what we're going to do is just go for this. And then, okay, so the goblins are coming in as well. Could have done with a zap there. But we did get a massive amount of damage done to the tower. And we're going to stop him as well, so that's pretty good. Whew, tough. So P.E.K.K.A as a hard counter to the Hog Rider. But we have taken his tower down because we outcycled his P.E.K.K.A itself. Okay, so we don't want to push because that's just going to feed into the P.E.K.K.A. And I'm just going to take out that tower on the left at the end. So nothing to worry about right now. I feel like he probably has a lightning or something like that. So what we're going to do is just send in that Hog Rider over there. Yeah, I think I was pretty sure about that lightning coming in there. Come on, let's take these all out. Come on. We don't want to let him just take out that tower so easily. Okay, but it's definitely going to come down. Oh, man. Let's see if we can take out this tower before the P.E.K.K.A comes. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. This is good damage. Come on. So we might be able to fireball cycle him out a little bit, but I'm not really sure about that at all. So these Crucible Wrath players are very, very good. We've still got a full health P.E.K.K.A coming at us on this side. Oh dear. All we need though is this Hog Rider. So what we are going to do is then send in the hog over here with a juicy fireball. Come on. Yes, so we're going to... Wow. Wow, good game. This is so tough. This guy was really, really good again. 325th in the world. So it looks like this season I might be able to finish kind of towards top 200, but I don't know whether I'm good enough to actually get there. So we're recording for a while now, but what we're going to do is try and break 4,700 and get as close to top 200 as we possibly can. If we win this next one, then we may go into another game to try and do it. I think I've already played this guy. Not today. Yesterday. Gonna send up some goblins in there. Oh my god. What a waste of 2 elixir there. How annoying. Yeah, I'm pretty certain I've already played this guy. So he's gone in for the lightning. Very, very aggressive. I'm going to go in for a hog push. Yeah, I've definitely played this guy. He's got the bandit. I think he may have beaten me earlier today, actually, if I remember correctly. I think he has bandit, a bunch of other stuff kind of going on. We're going to have to let that fire spirit jump because I don't really want to waste 3 elixir on defending 1 fire spirit. So, Archer going to come in and hopefully defend that fire spirit. Yeah, that one. There we go. And as he's gone for a really bad furnace placement, we are going to try and punish him. But that Pecker is probably going to wander away from the Hog Rider, so it's going to get a lot of damage done. And then what we need to do, so he's got the lightning. Oh my god. We need to do this. And try our best to kind of defend both sides. Hopefully the bandit doesn't get too much damage. No, it didn't do too much, so we're still taking the damage lead. Very, very tough here with the matchup that we've got. What I want to try and do is take out that tower as soon as possible, really. So what we're going to do is go in for a hog and goblins, and then we're going to zap away those bats. And then the Pecker is going to be targeted onto the goblins, so that's actually pretty good for us. So we do have to be really careful about this kind of bandit play here. So we're going to go in for an ice spirit, going to go in for some goblins, and then we're going to come in for another knight behind on the Electro Wizard, which is going to do a great job. He should have really gone for a lightning there to kind of take out all of my defenses, because I managed to stack them up pretty well. Just throw down a cannon here. Throw down some archers. And then goblins. An ice spirit. And it looks like we are going to be able to just... Good game. That deserves a laugh. That was so close. Yo guys, what is up? I'm back for another segment of this video because basically the face cam cut out when I was recording the final game to get into the top 200. I did actually go ahead and lose that to a hard counter, which was the log bait, sorry. But then I've decided to play away from kind of recording and check it out. 145th in the world. I just never thought I'd be able to get into the top 200, but here we are, we've done it, 145th. So that's kind of my goal for Clash Royale achieved for the time being. The next goal is top 200 finish. So I know you guys aren't a massive fan of replays, but I'm going to do the first half of the video as live games and then finish it off with 2 replays to go over how we got into the top 200 in the world. So let's check out this maxed out bandit 3 musketeer deck with the mini Pecker in there to hard counter my my hog rider. So here we are in the first game. Let's just speed it up a little bit. So we're going to split the goblins at the back. That's a perfectly fine move to make. And then as you can see, he's got a bandit going down that lane, which is going to get taken out. I've paused it, it's fine. So as he had the... Let's just slow it down. As he had the elixir collector down, I had to go in with a Hog Rider push to try and pressure him. And what he did really well, actually, here on the counter was send in the bats and the miner to tank so that the mini P.E.K.K.A could get towards the tower. So he did a good job here. Zaps away those goblins. And then check this out. I think the mini P.E.K.K.A gets one shot, but then kind of delays a little bit, which was a bit weird. And then gets a shot onto the knight itself. So we kind of managed to save ourselves in that sense. I wasn't sure if he had minions, so what I decided to do was just use the cannon to kind of save my air defenses for other things, which I think was a sensible kind of move to make when you don't really know their full deck. Obviously, you're going to have to pressure the pump. So at this point, when he can get the mini P.E.K.K.A down every single time, it's not really ideal for me at all. And you're probably thinking at this point, he's got a full pump down, I've just fireballed. He's now 4 elixir ahead. How on earth am I going to win this game? So let's speed it up a little bit. 3 musketeers coming down. I know I'm in a bit of trouble. However, I figured I'd need to defend the left side a bit heavier because you got the bandit in there too. But actually, in the end, the fireball coming down on that final musketeer really saved us, and we kind of reduced the damage and kept a fairly decent elixir kind of position. He doesn't have a log, which is actually good, so the Ice Spirit can do some good work there on the mini P.E.K.K.A and allow us to get that shot off on the tower. The mini P.E.K.K.A does go down, so it can't come into the counter push, which was pretty key there. Goblins are fantastic for the bandit. They will completely destroy it. And that's a fine trade there. So we're going to zap here. And then go in with the knight. And obviously he's using the mini P.E.K.K.A, which I didn't really expect in the push. So I definitely have to get other things down to take the musketeer and the mini P.E.K.K.A out, because that is really, really dangerous. So now, guys, we know that he's just used his mini P.E.K.K.A. So he doesn't really have a lot of options in terms of defending this push. So I am going to go ahead and throw the fireball and then zap away, yeah, basically just zap away the bandit. Because I knew that he probably wouldn't have enough elixir for the 3 musketeers to go down in time. I threw a laughing face in there because he should have won. So that got us up to 4704, very close to top 200. And then this next game against a hard counter, we managed to pull off the win. So the tornado is definitely a hard counter to my deck. He can cycle as quickly as I can, so he technically should have the tornado every single time that I go in with a Hog Rider, but we still managed to pull off a win. So again, let's speed it up, guys, and just get into kind of the main bit of the match. So that was quite funny there. My Ice Spirit just stopped his Hog Rider and then even trade both sides there. Oh no, I took a +1 trade there. He spent 5, I spent 4. So he's kind of throwing away his goblins now, and I'm realising that this is a fairly decent time to get a push in. Because you've got the knight in front of the archer, so the archer's going to do a bit of work. Obviously he's going to come in with a tornado, and he messes up the tornado there. Doesn't manage to pull it onto the king tower. So obviously a big fail from him. That would have changed the whole dynamic of the game, because I wouldn't have been able to do hog pushes as well, because the king tower would have completely kind of ruined that. So I know that now that he has tornado and that he's messed it up, that I have to be very, very careful with my hog plays and just try and catch him out. So he does have the elixir lead there, and he goes ahead and wastes it pretty much. So I don't really see the point in that. And I'm definitely in control of this game. Gonna pressure him because I know he doesn't have the log. So those goblins are going to be more irritating for him. So it forces him then to play another card, which I can go ahead and fireball. And he's trying to use that Musketeer in his next push, but the zap is just going to completely nullify that. I'm not sure if he gets a shot. Yeah, so I think the Hog Rider goes ahead and gets a shot, but I didn't really want to spend any more elixir defending that. Plus, I kind of used my health on the tower as a resource there. And yes, we get a bit of Ice Spirit chip, which is really, really good. And fireballing one archer at this stage in a game when you need to get massive damage done is just not really the right thing to be doing. I'm not really sure what I was doing with with the Ice Spirit. That's pretty good Musketeer placement. And I'm just waiting for that fireball value there, pulling the Hog to the side, using the Knight to kind of tank everything. That is going to be great. And I know that I can then take out this Musketeer here with the Archer, so that's pretty good for me. And I'm not really too worried that the Hog didn't get any shots, because the plan that whole time was to kind of try and take out the Musketeer and then outcycle him, keep the Archer alive, and then go in for another push. So here we go. So as you can see, he's got the Tornado nowhere near in cycle. Still not in cycle, so that I know my plan from a couple attacks ago was to then get through this attack, get some chip shots on the tower. He's actually going to switch it up, which I don't really, I'm not really sure about. And again, he's not cycled quick enough, so I am going to get through onto his tower. See, I think, do we get through onto his tower? No, so he actually managed to just about get the Tornado down, which saved him. But I think I'm closer to the cycle of the Hog than he is to the Tornado again. So I know I've got to keep the pressure up. And I think he misses the fireball. No, he gets the fireball. I'm going to fireball the Musketeer and actually catch a Goblin. So here we go. Catch I caught 2 Goblins actually. So that takes the game. So with this deck against Tornado decks, it's about planning ahead. Not necessarily getting the damage done on the first Hog push, but on the second one, when you know you've outcycled them, that's when you get the Hog damage done. So guys, we're going to finish this video on 146 in the world, and second in the UK. That's the highest I've ever been, which is pretty crazy. This guy is 20th in the world, jeez. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, because that is the aim. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I'll be bringing plenty of new high-level gameplay. I'm going to be bringing different decks as well, not just Hog Rider. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.